Lord's Amendment 56 is not about small boats. Virtually no one arriving on a small boat after commencement of this bill will be covered by it. But I do want to set out the type of victim who will be covered by that amendment and therefore will be denied support as a victim of modern slavery. Imagine the young woman, it could be a young man, but most likely, given the numbers, to be a young woman, who's persuaded by a male friend to come over here to the UK for what he says will be a great job and a wonderful life together. Maybe she thinks they're in love, maybe she thinks it's a way of getting out of debt that she's in, maybe she wants to get to leave a difficult family relationship, an abusive relationship. She comes with him, probably on illegal documents, but unknown to her that they're illegal. And as soon as she gets here, she's put into prostitution and he benefits financially from that. Forced into sexual exploitation, living in appalling conditions, not paid, she is in slavery. She manages after several months, maybe after years, to escape. Under the Modern Slavery Act, she could be provided with the support needed to get her life back and enable the police to identify and persecute the perpetrators. Under this bill, the government's response would be quite different. She would get no support. The government's response would be, we don't care that you've been in slavery in the UK. We don't care that you've been in a living hell. We don't care that you have been the victim of crime. We do care that you came here illegally, even though you probably didn't know it. So we're going to detain you and send you home, even if it is into the arms of the very people who trafficked you here in the first place, or we want to send you to Rwanda. No thought for whether the young woman would get her life back, and critically no thought for catching and prosecuting perpetrators. And the evidence of the police is clear. If you want victims to provide evidence to bring slave drivers to justice, the victims need time, they need support, and they need to be here. This bill ties the hands of the police and it undoes the good work of the Modern Slavery Act. Now, I know that ministers have said this bill will enable more perpetrators to be stopped, but on modern slavery I genuinely believe it will do the opposite. It will enable more slave drivers to operate and make money out of human misery. It will consign more people to slavery. No doubt about it. I think if Lord's Amendment 56 is overthrown, that will be the impact. Now, the Minister has shown a willingness, he's described it at the dispatch box today as well, to look for mitigations. But as he said, so far, those mitigations have been offered as limited change and only in guidance, not on the face of the bill. The best mitigation would be not to move the objection to Lord's Amendment 56 and allow that amendment to stand on the face of the bill. In the absence of that, I hope the government will stand by assurances they've given to find some workable compromise, but to do so on the face of the bill. The government wants to deny certain victims of modern slavery support. It will deeply damage the operation of the Modern Slavery Act. The alternative is to let Lord's Amendment 56 stand. If the government persists in disagreeing with Lord's Amendment 56, then I will have to persist in disagreeing with the government.